we may want to say for an on an advertisement here in Kamloops for a particular dealership, the dealership may want to say, click here for special offers for our customers in Kelowna that travel to Kamloops. So that would allow you to be able to target those types of customers in those types of ways. The next one is to be able to activate for visitors that have been on the page that they're on for more than X number of seconds. So if someone is flipping fast between page after page after page on your website, it may be annoying if an advertisement is constantly popping up in front of them. So you may want to have the ad appear only when they've been on a page for a particular length of time, indicating that there's an extreme interest with regards to the content of that page. So you may want to have it say at 30 seconds or at a minute, so that you know that they're definitely interested in that content, and then have an advertisement that relates to that content come up in front of them to encourage them to take the next step with your dealership or your company. The next area down, only activate if the visitor has been on your website in total for a total number of minutes. So they may be on the home page, as the previous rule has indicated, for a minute, but they haven't gone down deeper in your website yet, and perhaps you only want the ads to appear once they've been on your website for a total of 5 minutes or 10 minutes, so that you know you're definitely not scaring them away right out of the gate with an ad popping up in front of them immediately. And again, you can do combinations of these different rules. The next one is only activate if the visitor has visited for at least this number of pages. So you could have an advertisement come up in front of somebody after they viewed 10 separate different pages on your website, or something of that nature. The next one down, or the next two down, is activating after and before a particular date. So where this becomes particularly useful is if you have a time-sensitive event going on that you want to make consumers aware of with regards to your company, but occasionally you get frustrated with timing with regards to getting these special notifications and special offers up on your website. It may be that the staff person that you have assigned to that is so busy that they have a hard time getting it up at the specific time and specific date that you need to get them on it. Or it may be your web developer, or even from time to time at ASL we can get quite busy, and when dealers want us to put things on a website based on time restrictions at certain times, it can be difficult. So this will allow you to be able to control that yourself without the need to rely on anybody. You can put the advertisement into the system and only have it display when the event starts. So you can put it well before the deadline or before the event starts, get it in there, but only have it display from the Monday through to the Sunday, or the Monday through to the Friday, or whenever that event is effective or that special offer is effective, and have it display based on date and time, as well as display based on a combination of the other rules that are here. And then in addition to these preset simple conditions, you're able to add advanced conditions too, based on a number of other criteria. So that sort of covers the activation rules with regards to how this advertising campaign is going to display. And then the last, and probably a very important piece with regards to your campaign, is to create a name for your campaign. You'll notice on that beginning screen that we were looking at, there were quite a number of campaigns there, and as you start to use this tool and explore the efficacy and how effective it can really be, it's important to put a good descriptive title here for your ad campaign, so that as you're looking at these different ad campaigns, you don't necessarily get confused with regards to what ad campaign is for what. So in this case, I'm going to call this one Welcome Back Credit Application. And now the next step is for us to create and save this ad campaign. So I'm going to do just that. Hit create it and save. It's placed the ad campaign here. Now if I go to the website, this ad campaign, because we've displayed it for everybody, it should be able to display for me. So I'm going to go to the website, which is this one here. I'm just going to reload the page as though I were coming here for the first time. and the ad campaign should come up. Oh, and there it is. So we've got the welcome back coming up in the center of the screen, and as I scroll down here, you'll notice that it scrolls with me. So it's always positioned in the center of the screen because that's where we've positioned the ad. And then again, if I click on this ad, it should take me to the finance page on this particular website. So we click it, and it's take us new window, because we had indicated new window, to the finance page within the site. So I'm going to close that and close that. Now, when you do those types of ads, you should indicate, one of the things that we saw in there was, only once per browsing session, or things of that nature. It will help to not have that ad appearing on each and every page like we just saw it appear for me. The other thing about the ad that we noticed, I'll just wait for it to come up here again, is the X in the top right hand corner. If I hit that, it closes it out so that I can see everything that's below it. So that sort of covers the creation of that advertising campaign. At this point, before I go into a little bit more of the details, I think what I'll do is I'll just pop back here. Now, if we open this advertising campaign, there's a very important thing once we started to run it that I need to point out. You'll notice that when I demonstrated this here through the creation process, the analytics portion was grayed out. But once the campaign has been saved and has started to run, when we open up the analytics portion, it allows us to see the number of times that it's been activated or shown, and the number of times that it's been ignored, or the number of times that it's been clicked through, and things of that nature. So as it starts to advertise, it's going to be able to track and report on the click-through ratio and the number of displays for that ad. And then you can use that as a method by which to see if your ad is working, if it's not working, and change one or two specific things, preferably just one thing at a time about your ad, to see if that's going to make an improvement on the click-through ratio of people reacting to the ad. So it allows you to do split-run testing. It allows you to do a bit of a scientific approach with regards to how your ad is working or not working. Other things that you can use or other examples of areas where these types of ads are being used. A good example that I like to show now is a smaller used car operation here in Kamloops that we've been running this on for a couple of months now, and that is AB Car Sales. So if I call up AB Car Sales, www.abcarsales.com, this particular ad, which is similar to the one that I've just created, is an ad specifically for, welcome back, click here to start your credit rebuilding process. This particular one, what has made this one interesting is we started running this ad in April. We noticed that during the months of February and March, this particular site was averaging about 15 credit applications a month. Through the running of this advertisement, we've clearly seen over the last couple of months, it's increased for May, we started running it we started running in April, but in February and March they were averaging 15. In April and May they went up 25% in April, and a little bit more of that than that in May. So we're seeing a dramatic increase in the number of credit applications as a direct result of this advertisement. And we're seeing about a 6% click-through ratio on this ad. So it's definitely making an impact with regards to converting more visitors to the website over to completing and filling out credit applications and generating